focused.
Are you learning to understand when to run, when to pull back? Everyone talked about tonight your great control in the game you played.
I think that's something I'm trying to learn. I don't know if I've learned it yet. I wish I had. I wish it was that easy, but, you know, I'm just trying to take it one game at a time and try to get better.
All right, what's with the headband? Are you going to go with a different color with different uniforms, or are you going to stick with the white all the time?
I don't know. That's my secret to keep. I'll let you know that next game.
And I like the King Tut look you have going here. That's another fashion statement.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay hidden from all these people out here.
All right, there you go. Thanks, Jay, for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Good luck. And you know what? I think I got something for you. I think you might have a little Tower gift certificate. How does that sound? How about if I sneak into my pocket? A little magic. I know you're a magic guy.
If it's free, it's me.
There you go. That's what I like to hear, Jay.
See it right here on Fox Sports Net. We'll have it for you. The Kings and the Warriors, 7:30 right here. Once again, the final score tonight, the Kings knock off the Warriors with these, 115-84. For Jim Kozimor and Jerry Reynolds, I'm Grant Napier saying so long, everybody. You've been watching Kings basketball on Fox Sports Net. He's back and looking slick as ever. Jason Williams didn't miss a beat as the Kings stepped it up a notch in a thorough drubbing of Golden State Wednesday night. Peja and Chris were the key beneficiaries of the hard-charging, slick-passing, pumped-up, Jay Will-inspired offense. Larry Hughes and the rest of the Warriors are not amused, but they are young and dangerous. Along with partner Antoine Jamison, the Warriors hope to avenge the Arco embarrassment. Can Sacramento take two from Golden State? Maybe, but don't expect the Warriors to take it sitting down. The Kings and Warriors, next. The scene shifts to Oakland for the second of a back-to-back inside the Oakland Coliseum. I'm telling you, folks, they are expecting, believe it or not, a full house. Good to see as it's the Kings and the Golden State Warriors.
His first start of the year.
Oh, he was spectacular. You know, Jay Will is always a thrill, but basically he brings good basketball to this team. Always pushing the ball, always knows where his teammates are and makes the good plays, makes everybody better.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the numbers were good.
Oh, what a pass! Weber to Williams.
And boy, Jay Will, look at that little behind-the-back pass. Just cuts right through as he sees his man leave. And, of course, Chris Webber gives it right back to him. That's just the time.
And the Kings take it away. And here's Jason Williams with a full head of steam. Jason Williams with a beautiful full length of the court move. Oh, boy. Are on a 7-0 run, and they lead it by 3. And finally, it's Barry. Oh, what a flip to Jason Williams. John Barry with the volleyball tap to JW. Differential of 4 seconds on the clock. And Jason Williams beats Del Negro off the dribble. Just 7:25 after 1 quarter. It's been all Sacramento. And Jason Williams with a very nice first 12 minutes.
Well, spectacular. Just doing a little everything here. A little pick and pop kind of move to Chris Webber, penetrating. Now here's Jay Will and Chris Webber together, and C. Webb returns the favor with a little dish off for Jay Will. And now watch his pedal to the metal, just beats 2 Warriors right to the basket. Jay Will doing a
quarter, just 2 of 8 shooting. Jason with a good look. Yes.
Well, just a nice.
To his credit, they look like they were going to get blown off the court in the first quarter. And Jason Williams in very much the rhythm tonight.
The bodies. Here's another example. A little touch pass back from Blotty to Jason. Foyle that probably does a little more for him because they got enough scoring otherwise.
And Jason Williams with the left-handed layup. Jason Williams offensively having a very nice ball game. Williams off the steal. Foot race. And he'll go looking for the 3-point play. Hughes with a careless foul on Jason Williams. And Jason now can tie it from the line.
Now watch a good Jason defense here. Great anticipation. Sees Larry Hughes, knows he's going to look for the shot block. Just fights him off, makes the back. Kings really need to get on the board this trip.
Fans on their feet. Williams. Oh, Jason Williams. He accelerated on the wing, and he beats everybody to the
going by. Vinny Del Negro fakes the screen, doesn't use it, just blows right to the basket, makes that beautiful layup. Maybe even could have got a foul call there. He went attacked the board there, knocked the ball loose. Big play.
Basket here is going to make it awfully tough for Golden State. Weber, look up below. Oh, boy. There it is, the exclamation point. And it's a 6-point game with 39 seconds left. Chris Webber with authority. He's got 33, and the Warriors need to talk it over. What a big-time dunk by Mr. Webber. We'll be back. Wasn't easy, but the Kings will take the victory. 114-107. Vlade Divac. And the Kings happy going to the locker room. And now they go home and start a 5-game homestand beginning Sunday. Dallas. And Orlando's in town Tuesday, the Lakers. Then the Kings have 5 days off. They've got the Bulls on the 22nd, and then they end up that homestand with Seattle. So Kings with a chance, Jerry, right here to get things moving in the right direction now at 5-2. They're 3-2 on the road. And again, we know how tough Sacramento is at home. Last Wednesday, the Kings put on an offensive clinic at the expense of division rival Golden State. The Warriors were outmanned, outgunned, and out-hustled. Friday night, Chris Webber showed why he's made of MVP metal, scoring 10 of his 35 points in overtime as the Kings turned the Warriors away again. Tonight, the Dallas Mavericks mosey into Arco, charged up by Friday's thrilling last-second win over the Spurs. As always at Arco Arena, a full house gathering, as for the first time this season, it's the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Sacramento Kings. And Williams off the steal. Finley trying to chase him down.
Or you see the quick.
Stojakovic, an advantage here against Alexander. The double leaves Williams open. Yes.
Well, good ball movement by the Kings.
Answer back with 11 straight points. Play the last minute here. Jason, that is a tough shot. Oh, Jason Williams.
Really not getting the kind of shots he normally gets. Doug Christie changed it.
Chris Webber getting the type of shots that he normally gets. That's right close to the basket, and it's at 20 points.
Williams, he has so much room because Steve Nash really can't play him tight. Look at Jason just looking around. And, of course, if you give a quarterback that much time, he's going to find the receiver.
Good ball movement. Jason Williams, yes. Kings shooting 53%.
Shouldn't have any effect. You can get it to Vlade and get the ball inside.
All right, 10 to shoot, and here's Jason Williams, and it could be a big one. We don't know yet. Is the injury to Chris Webber. But another solid performance by Rick Adelman's crew as they destroy the Dallas Mavericks. That is 2 real bad losses for the Mavericks in 3 games. They got blown out at home by Vancouver. Then they beat San Antonio Friday night, and tonight there was no contest. Sacramento beats Dallas 109-84.
Tonight on the Superstation, it's a TBS NBA Tuesday night doubleheader. Coming up in Game 2, Patrick Ewing, the heart and soul of the New York Knicks for the last 15 years, will face his former team for the first time as a Sonic. But up first, we're inside sold-out Arco Arena for the 4-4 Orlando Magic against the 6-2 Sacramento Fake.
Part of the reason is he doesn't have a great lift. So against bigger, taller players like Divac, tougher to get the shot inside.
Clock at 6. Sacramento coming alive defensively.
John Amici really wasn't set on that shot. He didn't really want to take it, but he took it.
Somehow, Jason Williams found Stojakovic. Boy, does he see the court. Stojakovic wide open at the three-point line, and Jason Williams found him. Timeout, Orlando. The Kings on an 8-0 run to tie the game.
You know, a year ago, Sacramento took the most three-pointers in the league. Now they're trying to be a little more selective.
Born in Boston, but was raised in Manchester, England. John Amici, very skilled player, trying to bounce it in, but a throw away. Look at Stojakovic play. Williams to Peja. Stojakovic. No reaction from Doc.
Speed here and ability to start a fast break, initiate things with the steal, pitch the ball ahead, and then once you pitch it, run hard and get it right back from an unselfish. Hey, Rook, go get that veteran old-timer out there, O'Grady.
Jason Williams with the feed high, 22 points. Peja Stojakovic, 27 points, 11 rebounds. In Orlando, they simply did not have any bullets tonight. Chris Webber didn't go, but Sacramento did not need him. Stojakovic, what a performance. And with Tracy McGrady scoring only 2 points in the second half because of a strained right hip, Orlando really kind of wilted down the stretch, and Sacramento winds up now with a winning streak of 5 and an overall record of 7-2.
Capacity crowd, better than 17,000 turning out at Arco Arena in Sacramento for this long anticipated first meeting of the. They're sprained and they are swollen. Jason Williams able to penetrate.
Can we go back to this level one more time? Let's mention that.
Jason Williams and a 10-8 second. The only time we get any semblance of a lull is in the midst of a Laker possession. The steal is Christie knocked it away, and here's Stojakovic. Jason Williams off the pick. In this opening quarter, we're at Arco, Lakers, and the Kings. Oh, bad shot, and hits it. Jason Williams.
You sound like a coach a little bit. Oh, no, way to go.
With an incredible shot that you severely criticized, and I thought that was.
Jason Williams thought he had drawn the contact. The only reason he shot that, if he were here right now, sitting next to you, he would say, I was just trying to get it up there.
Yes.
Because I thought I had drawn the contact, and I was going to get the 2 free throws.
Stojakovic on it. Williams leading Barry. The Kings within 1. Look out. Christie breaks it up. Bad pass thrown. Barry to Williams. Back to Barry. Over Shaq. Yes!
There's been so many jump shots and quick shots. LA only taking 6 free throw attempts in this first half.
Down to 5 seconds. Williams for 3. Yes!
Some of the things that Jason was able to do. Not getting back, spread the defense, he takes advantage and goes by his man. In the half court, he still goes by 2 people. And then on his way down, because he thought he drew the foul, as you said, don't shoot it, he shot it. Finds an open teammate, Barry in transition, and after the good defensive play by Christie, a quick look up the floor, and the finish by Peja. So just an excellent first half overall.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, a tremendous come-from-behind victory here in Sacramento. They defeat the Kings in overtime, 112-110.
In fairness, both teams played excellent games. Lakers turned it on late down the stretch to come back and win the thing. Sacramento played great basketball almost the entire night.
The state capital of California. Specifically, we're inside Arco Arena, where the Bulls wrap up the West Coast portion of the longest road trip of the year. Artest got a 2-on-1 recaptured by Williams. Oh, what a move!
He just froze Elton Brand and Dragan Tarlac in their tracks.
Between these 2 teams, Red, watch this.
2 turnovers in about a second here. Artest steals the ball and throws it right back. Now watch. Beautifully done by Williams as he goes in. He just freezes the 2 players, Brand and tremendous slam.
Webber to Jason Williams for the chip shot.
Just intercept. Oh no, that's Jason Williams with a little tricky hoppity hop.
Playoffs 2 years in a row, but they've been ousted from the first round each time. Beautiful feed. Webber very well here in this 3rd quarter. Williams off the inbounds. Finds Divac for the reverse.
Gave A.J. Guyton a good look at a couple hoops, and he's going to give Elamine now a chance. And there's Jason Williams, pulls up on a fast break and makes it a 10-point lead.
1 for 2 at the free throw line for Fizer. Bulls down by 9. Jason Williams. The lob, Weber! Jason Williams high up. Sacramento scores a 171 victory over the Bulls. Chris Weber, what a night tonight. 12 of 21 from the field, 5 of 7 at the line. 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 29 points for the man they call C-Web. Fizer shaken up on that last fray. Tender left leg, and he's limping toward the locker room. And Fred Tedeschi, the trainer, with him. As Johnny mentioned, a rough road trip in more ways than one for these young Chicago Bulls. They fall here tonight, 100-71.
The Kings welcome Chris Weber back to the lineup on Wednesday, and he drilled the Bulls for 29 points and 13 rebounds. A 16-4 run to start the fourth led to a 29-point win. Tonight, the Sonics come to Arco as the first of 6 straight Western Conference opponents for the Kings. It's the glove, Gary Payton, who still leads Seattle, and the addition of Patrick Ewing makes the Sonics strong in the middle. Last season, these two teams averaged 223 points in their 4 meetings. A Sacramento-Seattle shootout. Next. Well, when it's not foggy, this is what downtown Sacramento looks like. And just miles from downtown, no fog inside this building. Another capacity crowd on hand as for the first time this season, it's the Sonics and the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, but that time made the move.
Williams sheds free. Jason Williams. His first beaten from the corner. And the Kings with numbers if they hurry. Christie from Williams. Oh,
boy, gorgeous pass, Jason Williams. Again, that's one of those Jay Will specials that out of 17,000 people in the building. Oh boy, Jay Will just drills you.
Look at that defense. Pollard steps in the passing lane. Here's the breakaway. Jason Williams.
But simply active the entire half. Here's Jay Will getting a little dish off. Takes it right to the glass. Just blows by everybody for the easy hoop. And what about Jay Will in the open floor? What a gorgeous pass.
59-53. Jason stops, pops, and hits. Jason Williams, 6 points. And a quick timeout by Paul Weston. And look out, Jason Williams stopped it away. He has Peja trailing. Doesn't need him.
What quick. You have to look at that aspect coming up yet.
And Jason Williams, a double-double. He has 10 points and 10 assists.
And Chris Weber with his 4th straight double-double as the Kings win for the 7th time in 8 games.
Live from the Compaq Center in Houston, Fox Sports Net presents Houston Rockets basketball. Tonight, the Rockets taking on the high-flying Sacramento Kings.
Right now, this is where you got to match up. They'll move that ball quickly.
Jason Williams putting up a 3.
Goodness gracious.
Well, when you don't hit shots, Murph, you let the other team free throw. Francis throws it right to Williams in the passing lane. Williams going to shoot the 3 and hits again, and the Kings are putting on a clinic.
They go. If no one's in front of you, they're playing the passing lanes. It's that easy. And the way they're shooting the ball, they're coming down for opportunity baskets.
They really are, and right now they're shooting
well.
Jason Williams outside, getting a pick by Weber, puts up the jumper, and he hits. It's been a little quiet tonight. Taylor misses. Weber behind the back to Jason Williams. That sets up. Look at Stojakovic go right to the corner. That took Walt Williams with him and left Jason out of Taylor over to Anderson. That ball was picked off on the bounce pass. Going to be an easy 2 for the Kings. And Jason Williams with 12 points. Francis outside now, gets over to Olajuwon. Another turnover. Divac gets it ahead to Jason Williams. So that's 17 turnovers now. There's a bill. You don't think it's meant for you. Steve got that one blocked. And Jason Williams going the other way. Well, he's just taken off now. Jason Williams had it going in that 3rd period, Murph.
Well, the thing that frightens me about him, he's done nothing what we're accustomed to seeing him do, so he's just getting in the flow. He did a few cherry pickings, got him some easy buckets, then he's hit a couple of middle distance jump shots in transition.
Williams hides behind Weber's pick. So when the Rockets got close. So the Kings got an early advantage as that's the end of the game. Sacramento wins it here at Compact. That brings an end to the Rockets' home court domination of 6 wins in a row. For Calvin Murphy and Lisa Milosky, I'm Bill Worrell saying so long from Compact Center, where tonight's final score was the Kings 88, the Rockets 81.
The most exciting players in the NBA invade the Dome. Chris Webber and Jason Williams have the Kings off to their best start since they were the Cincinnati Royals, late 50s, early 60s.
When they dominated Philadelphia. They've got 2 already tonight. Williams coming off the high screen, and his foot was on the line. He's got the 2-pointer.
To make that next pass, Elliott was over in the corner, so you got to make that second pass.
Williams got that little beat on the base.
Move.
Good point. That's been his trend, his tendency tonight. Jason Williams.
We didn't step out.
3. They are 8-0 at home. They have now won 12 consecutive games at the Dome. Home sweet Dome, as I mentioned. Still one of only 2 undefeated teams at home.
Tonight, they'll go at it for the first time in 2000 in a battle of dueling Jasons, as Jason Williams leads the flashy Kings offense against Captain Kidd's incredible speed and penetration skills. It's an early season battle for the top spot in the Pacific Division. Next. Well, Chris Webber's wrist is feeling very good. And yes, indeed, folks, he'll be in the starting lineup. And the Kings can certainly use him because they are taking on their nemesis from a year ago, the Phoenix Suns.
Thrilled because Jason Williams has made tremendous progress. Look at that 7-3 assists and 2.1 turnovers. Tremendous improvement. Look at the field goal percentage, 47%. Tremendous over last year, being very selective in his shot making.
For the Kings. Jason, a pull-up 3.
Small guards for the Suns. Kings can play guards.
Dangerous pass, but it's perfect. Chris Webber, that's either a perfect pass or a turnover.
Absolutely, and it was perfect. There wasn't. Jason Williams gets a hand on that ball, knocks it loose. Bobby Jackson helps out, and here's C. Webb putting the ball right on the numbers. Jason
Williams, 3-on-3. Webber, yes.
Jay Will just orchestrated the whole thing. When you can make shots, you make them take the ball out of bounds, and they're not nearly as good.
Jason, look out. He just said, see you later.
Tony Delk is quick and fast, but, oh, my. Jason just said, not select group.
Oh, look at Delk, very active. Blocked by Pollard. 4-on-3 the other way. Jason stops, pops, yes.
So Jay Will.
Ball remaining, 57-48, Kings.
Guys that can put up big numbers quick, too.
Yeah, Jason is just 3 of 9. And this Jason hits. Well, he is shooting the ball well tonight. And Jason Williams off the steal. Here's the breakaway. Divac pokes it away. Jason Williams, that is an incredible layup. Jason Williams, and the Kings lead by 20. What a shot by here. You want to talk about quickness? You want to talk about speed? Kings by 20. To the Phoenix Suns. Knock them off tonight, 105-98. Sacramento now alone in first, top the Pacific at 11-5.
And specifically, we're in C. Webb's house, Arco Arena in Sacramento for Game 1 of our TBS NBA doubleheader. Later tonight, we'll be in Shaq and Kobe's house, the Staples Center in L.A., for a visit from Allen Iverson and the 14-3 76ers. But first things first, it's the San Antonio Spurs and the Sacramento Kings. Here's Divac, doubled by Avery Johnson. Shot clock at 3. Jason Williams at 2. This time he has to take that 3. I think we said something that missed it. Jason Williams has Weber. Somehow he finds C-Webb for a reversal. What a play by Jason Williams. And Greg Popovich will burn a timeout. He woke him up with a three-pointer with the shot clock at 2. And he gets them on their feet, Mike, on a tremendous bounce pass to C-Webb.
Well, Williams knew he had numbers 2-on-1. It was to push it, and when was the time to give it up? The right time to Weber.
Danny Ferry now into the game, almost had it. Jason Williams, where are you going to throw it? The open man, Doug Christie for a layup.
We're talking about San Antonio, the #1 in the league in three-point shooting.
Now here's Jason Williams. The Kings played a lot better in the open.
Because he gets to the foul line, he's an excellent free throw shooter.
And you know him well, Mike, coaching in his first year and a half in the league as Jason Williams takes the baseline. And the game is now a 2-point in.
Major minutes for them, important time for him, and you still have Tim Duncan recovering, and there's the pass and turnover and steal by Jason.
Oh, a three-pointer on the pull-up. Put that headband on again, the way he's playing in the second half. Jason Williams, Mike, has scored 7 of his 10 points in this third quarter.
Well, they count on this player to supply energy for this team. Defensively, makes the steal, and then he says, you know what, I'm going to get this thing going myself. Pull up, jump shot. Then right back in the defensive stance, almost comes up with the steal. Baseline drive, that little in-between floater, knocks it down, gives his team some energy, gets the crowd involved in the game, and here we have a 1-point contest.
Here's one of those assists, 7 of the 10 in the quarter. Sacramento's outscored this first quarter. The Spurs were ready for. Pollard regains. Jason Williams. We are tied. 38 points on 44% shooting in the second half, but Sacramento in the first half, Sacramento held them at 27 points and 25% shooting in the second half. 81-75, your final. Coming up next, it's the Sixers and the Lakers. For Cheryl Miller and Mike Fratello, I'm Greg Papa saying so long from Arco Arena in Sacramento, California. Let's take you down south to Los Angeles. Here's Kevin Harlan for the Sixers and the LA Lakers.
Chris Webber and the Kings went toe-to-toe with Tim Duncan and the Spurs on Tuesday. And when the dust had cleared, it was C-Webb who was still standing. The Kings did it with a strong defensive effort as they held the Spurs without a field goal for the final 8 minutes of the game. Click your heels together, folks. The Kings know there's no place like home. They'll look to improve on an 8-1 home record as they try to raise the roof on the Rockets. Next. It's a beautiful night in Sacramento as the Kings look to continue their home court dominance. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets in town taking on the Kings. Divac's nice pass to Jason Williams. Arena right after this. Jason Williams, a 5-on-3. Oh, what a pass! What a pass to Bobby Jackson.
Boy, was that gorgeous.
Jason Williams, and that was a dandy.
Here's a look. Now watch Jason looking off everybody. Looks like he's going to Hito. Little drop pass on the money. Bobby has snuck in behind the defense. What a beautiful play. Here's another look. Everybody thinks he's going to Hito here. Look, but not Jay Will. He sees Bobby, and Bobby gets the 2. Can't look at it enough. Here's another one. Boy, oh boy. You gotta love it, Grant.
Now a mismatch. Weber has to look at a double. And Turkoglu from Williams. Boy, what a nice pass. Jason with his 5th assist.
Well, just excellent ball movement. People far better than any league in college basketball.
Williams on a gorgeous feed from Christie. And the Kings are starting to break it open. And Rudy Tomjanovich would like a 20-second timeout. What a gorgeous setup from Doug Christie.
Watch Doug Christie. Little shovel pass through 3 of the Rockets, and Jay Will catches and finishes. Well, that's why these guys are so good. Another look at it. Here's Doug Christie showing those point guard skills, but you have 5 guys who can pass, 5 guys who can shoot, and 5 guys.
4 to shoot. Williams sees it. Yes.
Jay Will sees it and threes it.
7 to shoot. Williams from downtown. Big basket. And the Kings lead it by 11. Huge basket there by Jason Christie, Jason Williams, Bobby Jackson.
Watch Jay Will. Sees the clock running down, gets a good look. Walt Williams too slow getting. A lot different look to the sequence, much more effective.
Jason a 3. Jason Williams back-to-back 3. Foul.
And here's C. Webb kicking the ball out as the double team comes. He knew that Jason that shoulder, which has been hurting him a little bit. So hopefully it's just minor.
A big-time performance by that man right there. Webber, 37 points, 18 rebounds, and the Kings now 13-4 on the season. And next up, the Miami Heat. Sacramento continues their home court dominance. Rockets down 3 at the half. But this story was the 3rd quarter for Sacramento. We'll be back on Fox Sports Net. The Kings victorious, 13 wins, 4 losses. The Rockets go to 10-9. The final score again, Sacramento 111 and the Houston Rockets 98. The Miami Heat are beginning a 5-game road trip. That means Pat Riley is coming in the Arco Arena, and he's bringing with him the veteran point guard Tim Hardaway and the former King Ryan Grant. Another packed house expected here in Sacramento as the Miami Heat take on the Sacramento Kings.
He is really feeling good about his outside shot, and he can really get on the street.
Well, the Kings desperately needed that one to fall. Pack now, the Miami Heat 3-on-2 already. Stolen by Williams. Here's the breakaway. Boy, I'll tell you, Miami.
And the crowd is into it.
Williams. And the Kings have come from 24 down to take the lead. Oh, boy.
Now watch John Barry as he comes off the screen. Finds Jay Will. Jay Will says, I'm open, and it's going down.
Williams will try it again. Yes. Timeout, Heat. Jason Williams back-to-back 3s, and the Kings lead it by 6.
Another look, John Barry finds Jay Will, jumps in the air, draws some defenders to him, and Jay Will has a good open look, and boy, that's right in the middle.
Against operations, and the Kings win it 101-97. For Jim Kozimor and Jerry Reynolds, I'm Grant Napier saying so long, everybody.
Welcome to the home of CNN, the South welcoming tonight one of the most exciting teams in the NBA. As the high-flying Sacramento Kings come into beautiful Phillips Arena in Atlanta with the best winning percentage in the NBA, facing an Atlanta Hawks team that has beaten them 9 consecutive games. Here come the Kings, led by Jason Williams. His shooting percentage has skyrocketed this year, and a 3-point shot from outside right down the middle.
Operation of the players, too.
John Barry's free throw, one of the free throws, was good. At the other end, missed the first. Williams popping a 3 and banking it home. He's knocked down 2 threes tonight. He's got 6.
That shot block has got to come out of the lane and can no longer play a zone back in the back.
Jason Williams has knocked down 3 triples tonight. And now the emotion. Jason Williams has been great tonight in so many ways, but the 3-point shot has been falling for him. Dan, he's only shooting 23% from above the arc this season.
And he hasn't shot that many of them. You know, tonight is what he's attempted. You can see 3 per game. Last year, 6.3. But one thing we don't see there, 2-point shooting, 58%. He leads all NBA guards in 2-point shooting.
Henderson bumping into Williams, knocked away on the play and picked up by Christie. To Corlew, 3-on-2. And outside, Jason Williams for 3. Again! Right down the middle!
Now that's a good shot because it's in transition. There's defensive rebounding balance. Jason just got a technical, I think, for taunting. He's getting a little bit too excited. He feels like he's on fire right now. They're trying to cool him down over there, tapping his head.
He is on fire.
Oh, he is on fire. I mean, you got to get fired up a little bit in this game. I mean, heck, we're not in church on Sunday.
Boy, is he having fun. Is he having fun.
But he's like acting like the crowd is doing something to him. The crowd isn't saying.
Lon really has a team now that he has not had before.
17 for Jackson. Great feed by Divac to the slashing Jason Williams.
And it's a great cut. Well, it's a great pass, but it's a great cut. He's being overplayed. He just dives to the basket. It's wide open because, Jared, it's the rivalry that's really blossoming.
A 3 by Williams. Good once again. Right between the eyes.
And you see the difference there.
And A.J. Williams the drive, scoops it up for 2 with 12 seconds to play.
It makes a difference on the defensive end. Don't let him know. I told him he'd be in Mobutu's army if he shot.
Final score.
So Atlanta finishes the game on a 12-3 run the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Lon Kruger gets his 5th NBA victory. The Hawks now go to 5-16. And the Kings, who came in percentage-wise and record-wise with the best record in the NBA, will drop to 14-5.
Well, he's had his ups and his downs in his NBA career, but Chris Webber right now is one of the best in the league. And when you pair him up with Jason Williams, it makes for a pretty exciting attack. Sacramento has it. They are in town tonight at 14-6.
Here's a great down speed. Divac from Jason Williams. Jason Williams. Oh, boy.
Look out. Pass it to himself. Laid it in. Even the Warrior fans are going crazy on that move.
Well, anybody who can pass it to themselves is okay in my book. Jason Williams, certainly a lot of fun to watch. 12.6 assists and a couple of steals. He has cut down on his turnovers this year, and as a result, his Sacramento King team is better. It's not a good pass by Eric.
No, not enough room. Slip it through. Too close.
Oh, Williams. Wow. First 2 for Jason Williams. Williams with a push. Tukaloo.
Yeah, they do look long, and that got up there, and the Celtics defense never got up. Boy, he does a nice job. Looks up on the catch. There's the man heading to the hoop. Got to get back fast. Look at his drive. They never close him down. Nobody gets to him, and they showed him.
Christie ahead. Kenny did not have any idea where Jason Williams was. None.
Well, it really wasn't his job. He was down below the free throw.
Looks down the sideline. It's picked off by Jason Williams.
Well, he waited an eternity. The man was open at half court of effort either.
You can see the 3 is really hurting the Celtics here tonight as Jason Williams goes from.
Give him a new Rockney talk, I'll tell you.
Well, the Celtics homestand continues to get away from them. And part of the schedule that Boston thought they could make hay. Instead, the Celtics have lost their 2nd in a row at home this week after an overtime win last Sunday. And they slipped to 9-13 now on the season. Final score here tonight, the Kings 104 and the Celtics 81.
Earlier today in East Rutherford, the Detroit Lions handed the Jets a crushing defeat. We're just a short step away. At the Continental Airlines Arena, the Nets are hoping for a victory tonight. They take on the Sacramento Kings. Vlade Divac is on hand tonight. So too is the NBA's 3rd leading scorer in Chris Webber. The Kings playing their 4th road game of a 5-game trip. Stephon Marbury with 23 points in last night's win over Atlanta. Might be a little tired tonight. Weather-related delays got them in at 6 o'clock. The Nets and Kings square off
for the visiting Sacramento Kings. At 1 forward position, number 4, Chris Webber. At the other forward position, number 5, Hedo Turkoglu. At the center position, number 21, Vlade Divac. At one guard position, number 13, Doug Christie. And at the other guard position, number 55, Jason Williams. The head coach of the Kings is Rick Adelman. Assistant coaches Elston Turner, Pete Carrill, and John Wetzel. And the athletic trainer is Pete Youngman.
So Jason Williams, the young point guard in his third year on the floor, a strong move over Lucius Harris, banked in.
Doesn't with a little flair early this morning. And they're playing a little smaller with Kendall, and good open look here. Christie penetrates, turns.
Did they get a power play out of that somehow?
And that's nice. Use some power. Look at this.
Oh, smash. Oh, Jason Williams, left-handed.
He can be.
He's racking a lot of assists.
How about this one? Is that some assist? And he turns away. I love the turn away when he knows he made a good play. To him, that's gratifying.
That's just to remain patient. Long way to go. He's got to chip away. Behind the back, Weber. And he just nails it.
Nice pass, too. Got to get up and under tonight.
The Nets had gotten back in within 7, but Sacramento answered, and they win it 95-79. So Byron Scott addressing and getting a hug from Chris Webber and Lawrence Funderburk and Vlade Divac, who, of course, spent a lot of time on the same bench with Byron Scott in Sacramento. And Byron was saying before the game how much respect he has for Rick Adelman. Tonight, Adelman got the best of it, 95-79. We'll return to New Jersey with more on Fox Sports Nets.
It's a Fab Five reunion from their days at Michigan. There's Juwan Howard of Washington, and you know who that man is. Should be an interesting battle this evening at a sold-out Arco Arena, as it's the Washington Wizards and the Sacramento Kings.
Oh, look at the daylight. What awful defense by the Washington Wizards. And, you know, when Michael Jordan says it's embarrassing.
Up the high screen by Chris Webber, right to the basket. Do you see any blue?
Williams. You know, I just get the feeling, and it's the same feeling.
We're going to get a good look at Jason's jump shot here from Doug Christie. Just set on here again, right. Yeah, his shot just doesn't look like it's going to have a chance to go in.
Oh, this from 28 feet. Yes. That, Jerry, is a 3 in any league.
Kings big guys, and then Jason Williams not to be outdone. Now watch it. Pulls up at about 28. Jump shot all the way in the middle. Another look, Jay Will, downtown, and I mean downtown.
All right, and now the Kings battle with the Seattle Supersonics tomorrow. Final score as Lawrence Funderburk has 16, Chris Webber with 19, and in a rout, the Kings win it 106-72. We'll be back on Fox Sports Net. The verbal jousting has begun. The ring is ready. It's Chris Webber versus Vin Baker, round 2, and this time it's personal. Tonight marks the first time these two combatants square off since their heated confrontation November 25th at Arco Arena. The night ended with both players being ejected. Tonight could be a no-holds-barred battle. It's the Kings and the Sonics. We've got it for you. Next. Well, the Kings are back on the road again as you look at Key Arena in downtown Seattle, Washington. Inside, well, the Kings feeling good about themselves. Chris Webber, he knows he'll be hearing it from the crowd tonight. For the second time this year, it's the Sacramento Kings and the Seattle Supersonics. So here it is, Webber against Baker. Williams, a triple. Yes.
Oh, and that was a tough shot. Jason going left. Now he's really worrying about whether he's going to make shots.
And with Payton struggling, this is where Sacramento really needs to pad the lead. I mean, build it up.
And Jay Will, I think, must have heard you because he knocked one down.
They look to set up Christie, and now the other way. Oh, man. Peja Stojakovic can't miss tonight. Kenny Gary Payton, another triple-double, 12th of his career. Tough loss for Sacramento, and they lost the game quite simply in one area. They lost the game because they couldn't rebound the basketball.
Absolutely. This game was lost on the board from start to finish. Even when the Kings were making shots, really were not able to keep the Seattle Supersonics off the board. Certainly second half, they just simply owned the board.
59-42, the advantage to Seattle on the glass.
Second in the NBA in scoring behind only the Lakers. Jason Williams, who could really make some exciting things happen. Double team. Kick it out to Williams for three, and it's 5-0 Sacramento. Jason Williams setting up for the final shot of the quarter. Look inside, and Divac lays it in. Another beautiful feed from Jason Williams. Cougar. Despite some fancy passing and shooting from the point guards in the NBA, but the production has been there of late. Williams gets a screen and hits the jumper over Bibby to give Sacramento a 4-point. With a win tonight, the Sacramento Kings now have the best record in the NBA. A 95-93 win over the Grizzlies. Back to the studio, here's Sunil Joshi.
Well, believe it or not, it's the last trip in for the Seattle Supersonics this season. That means the big fella Patrick Ewing is here. And how about Vin Baker? The question is, can he make it the distance and go 48 minutes? Chris Webber, hey, it is going to be a dandy. He loves playing against the Sonics of Vin Baker. For the third time this year, it's Seattle and Sacramento. And look at this, a 3-on-2 led by Jason. Rashard Lewis, Ruben Patterson, Payton, and Williams. As you see Jason with a pull-up, he hits it. There aren't too many teams in the league more athletic than the Seattle.
Coming off this high screen and roll, see Webb stays there, doesn't really roll the basket, holds the pick a little longer. Jay Will gets it too far.
Sacramento, Williams, and the Kings add on to their largest lead of the night, 63-49.
Here's Jay Will coming off that same high screen from Chris Webber. Ben Baker slow to get out.
Their home floor. Happy holidays. So for the second time this year, Sacramento beats Seattle with the lone game remaining up in the Pacific Northwest later in the season. John Barry, the story off the bench for Sacramento tonight. And we'll come back and we'll talk to JB. The final 97-92 Sacramento.
Game show as tonight the Charlotte Hornets embark on a 12-day 6-game road trip. First stop Sacramento to take on. It is Mashburn on the miss. Webber with the rebound.
Sacramento is looking to double down.
Jason Williams with a great move. See, that's on the wing. No, gets his own rebound and puts it in. Bring it inside. The kick out to Williams. The 3-ball is there.
Tough shot.
Barry on the catch and the move. Williams deep 3, yes!
The 2 Hornet run.
Charlotte up by 5. Here comes Williams. Nice off the glass from the left side using the right hand to wrap things up when we come back right after this timeout.
Artemon here at Arco. It's the usual charged up crowd. The 52nd straight sellout. Better than 17,000 turning out for the first meeting of the season between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Sacramento Kings. It's a matchup of two of the NBA's best. Sacramento with the best record in the league at 20-7.
With the slashing, driving move into the lane, he too wanted a foul.
Here's Williams for 3. Jason Williams from downtown. Allen Iverson on his first attempt. Jason Williams.
Now, see, that's a good shot for him. Jason Williams, this is the second time we've seen this today. He's on balance. He's squared up, and he's looking
50+ here.
Well, right now, he is so confident.
Here's Jason Williams. Oh, he flipped it up. Jason Williams with a scoop shot.
gets to the baseline, and now Jason Williams goes inside. You see, looked like he might have banged his leg on Tyrone Hill.
Sacramento Kings come from behind, send it to overtime, and then the Sixers resilient enough in the OT to take the lead, and they come away with a terrific road win. In fact, for the Sixers, it's 7 straight wins on the road. For the Kings, the 9-game win streak at home is over, and the Sixers now have the best record in the NBA at 21.
Inside the Sacramento locker room, Kings assistant coach John Wetzel looks to draw up a winning game plan. As for the second time this season, it's the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings. Delk shooting just 40% on the year, but that one, look at that give and go. Jason Williams answers right back, moving without the basketball.
At the ability of Chris Webber, watches Tony Delk turn his head, see, and is able to find Jason Williams on that little curl move.
To set the screen for Jason. And we're tied at 98.
And Rick coming off this screen by Vlade Divac, just fakes the screen, doesn't use it, goes the other way and up over the top.
Now looking to tie. A 3. Lead to Sacramento. They lead by 1. And to the NBA on their feet. Williams. Yes.
Again, a great pass by Divac.
Timeout, Phoenix. What passing? 115, 112, Sacramento. From 28 feet, Sacramento wins the ball game. What a game, Jerry Reynolds. Vlade Divac, a career night with 34. And the Kings start the new year off with a big, big victory. We saw some tremendous individual performances at Arco Arena as the Kings in overtime win it 121 to 117. We'll be back on. Players have different ways of getting focused before a ball game, and for the Kings, Doug Christie, well, there it is, reading a book. He'll need to be active tonight against Isaiah Thomas's Indiana Pacers in their splendid backcourt. And once again, as expected, a full house at Arco Arena to see the Indiana Pacers and the Sacramento Kings. Going back, Christie to Williams on a lazy pass. Webber, look out below.
Well, just an absolute gorgeous feed from Jay Will. Brings 2 Pacer defenders to him.
The first quarter, and it's Indiana with the early 4-point lead. Oh, what a setup to Chris.
Well, that's just a beautiful play. Jason Williams using his quickness. Reggie Miller's going to have a tough time. Now watch Jay Will. Just goes right by Reggie Miller. Just a nice, beautiful drop-off pass. See.
Now the Pacers giving the Kings an opportunity here in the third to get right back in it.
Now that's what you got to do right there. Jason Williams saw Reggie Miller in front of him and said, "You're not going to be in."
Williams with the running right-hander.
Oh, love that move. Love that move.
Well, that is there all the time. Reggie Miller, that was Hedo Turkoglu.
Now watch Jay Will. Just stops on a dime, gives you 9 cents change, sees a shot blocker, a little loopity-loop. Another look here. Now look, see Webb, a nice pick. See, just a little change of direction. Nice, smooth little runner. Ball sinks in finally.
10-point game. Jason, a good look from the top of the key.
Good look by Jay Will. Better pass from Chris Webber.
Rebound Webber. Jason's got that little hop in his step right now, and that could be dangerous for the Indiana Pacers. Indiana 93, Sacramento 91 in overtime. We're inside the Sacramento Kings locker room, and he knows he will have his hands full tonight because KG, Kevin Garnett, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are in the house for the second time this year. It's the T-Wolves and the Kings.
Score that gives the other team a chance in a transition situation. Terrell Brandon handles it beautifully.
Boy, what a setup by Jason Williams to Vlade Divac.
Well, Jason is so quick. I think he's going to be able to get time the way Kevin Garnett's shooting the ball at 7 foot tall.
Jerry, one thing that's also evident in this first quarter, and Divac is fouled, and he'll go to the line, is that Jason Williams can get by Terrell Brandon whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Lead. Oh, what a running right-hander by Jason Williams. And here come the Kings back to the way. It's a 4-on-1. Peeler the only one back. Oh, what a setup. 8 on the 24. Jason. Yes. Jason Williams over Wally Szczerbiak. Only a second basket, but boy, was it big.
Good luck, Jason Williams. Going against Wally Szczerbiak. Knows that Wally can't keep him from getting off the shot. A little head fake, frees him up right in the middle.
Go. Well, how about Stojakovic? He has not had a shot in a while. Let's see if he can shake free. Williams layup.
Good decision, just a great. Now here's Jason Williams taking the screen by Chris Webber, going right to the basket. Vlade Divac clears out a space for him, allows him to get all the way to hoop. Good. You get your take.
Vlade Divac just went up to Jason Williams and said, "Don't you be afraid to take that ball past Brandon again."
And the Kings need to be in a position to offensive rebound. If you miss a shot, you have a chance to get the second shot.
All right, here we go. A one-point game. Williams around Brandon. Encouragement by Vlade Divac. He went up to Jason right before the play started and said, "Hey, just go right past him."
Well, that's what you see here. Jason Williams taking the ball. They cleared out a side for
Kings in a thriller. They win it by 3. We go to Coase. He's with Jason Williams in tonight's Tower player interview. Tower, no music, no life.
4 Kings in double figures. They get a big victory, and they continue to play well at home. Jason Williams, 2 of the biggest possessions of the ball game late. In fact, Jason, we're going to roll these last 2 hoops. Tell us what you were doing on the 2 drives late in the game, last 2 possessions.
I was just trying to be aggressive. You know, I know they thought we was going to see Webb, and I just wanted to be aggressive and just try to get to the basket and cause some help and get the ball to the open man, but they didn't collapse on me, so I had the layups.
Was Terrell Brandon giving you an extra step there so you're able to get going on the dribble drive?
I think he might have been because he was so worried about C. Webb, and KG was so worried about him too. I think you know, come off a pick and roll, he usually tries to trap me a little bit, but KG didn't want to see Webb to get the ball. So,
a game like this for you tonight, everyone knows that Chris probably going to get his. Do you have to find someone else to get going to help this Kings offense?
I don't know. I just think it's going to be someone different every night. I mean, like you said, C. Webb's going to get his every night, and we just got to come out and step it up when we have to.
How about Terrell Brandon playing against him? What are some of the things you had to do going against him tonight?
Oh, he's a really good shooter. He likes to back you up and get you leaning. If he gets you leaning an inch, he's going to pull up, and he's a great shooter. And you know, but I'm just thankful we came out with the win.
This is a big stretch at home. You guys have won 4 of the 6 so far. You close it out against Cleveland. What do you got to do against those guys?
We just got to, you know, play hard and rebound the ball good and try to get out on the break and get some easy baskets.
And that's the thing that's key on this for this ball club. Get out and get easy baskets like that. Plus, you got to do well once you hit the road.
Well, I think so. You know, getting out and getting easy baskets, that's going to make our half-court offense a lot easier to run. And you know, on the road, you know how hard it is to win on the road. We just got to get them when we can.
Sounds good, Jason. Thanks very much for being our guest. Gift certificate, Tower Records video books. Have a good night.
All right, thanks.
All right, take care. All right, so the Kings get themselves a big victory. As I said, 4-2 when they're playing on this homestand. They'll finish it off against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Wednesday night. Let's go.